What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. One time for the one time we grinding. Jump right into it. Tyson Fury, denies reports of him pulling out of the fight. Said it's on like Donkey Kong. And you know what? I believe it when I see it, man. When the contracts are signed, the final press conference or the opening press conference is happening. I believe it when I see it. I believe they're gonna fight. I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Fury, man. One day he wishy-washy, man. Them pads done went to his head. You know what I'm saying? Them steroids done fucked his mind thinking up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see when the fight is signed. The fight was supposed to be articulated last week, but Frank Warren has a history of doing that. Just this year alone, he was supposed to announce the Pinata fight versus Fury, or Fury's next fight. His actually fight back versus Pinata, I think, on the Terry Flanagan and Maurice Hooker card. No. Before that fight, he was supposed to announce that, and somehow it took a long part to announce it. When that Flanagan and Hooker card he fought on, they were supposed to announce his next opponent shortly after that. It took a couple weeks to do that. So Frank Warren has been, behind the 8 ball with Tyson Fury and his contracts and his next fights. Both of the 2 fights he fought this year. Both fights. So, yeah. So, I believe he's stepping in the ring with Wilder. I believe it because he's so deep that he can't get out, and he's having his 5th child as well. So, maybe that's playing a factor in as well. You got 5 kids, you need money. And he was out for 2 years, and I'm pretty sure he ran through all them pounds a lot. And he had no other choice but to come back, all right? But he affirmed, I heard somebody say, Wilder said it as well, said the fight is still on. I don't know if the venue is the hang-up, where they going to have it at, or the pay-per-view TV date to hang up. I don't know what's the hang-up about announcing this fight. But I do know Frank Warren and Fury been bullshitting about when they announcing fights all year. So I'm not surprised that they taking longer than usual to announce a fight. Well, longer than they said, not usual, longer than they said, because they said the fight was going to be announced last week. The venue and when was going to be announced last week after the Wilder fight, after the Fury and Pinata fight. We still ain't got an answer, so we still sitting here waiting. And speculation will continue to build longer and longer it takes for them to announce this fight. It's a good fight. It's a solid fight. I think Fury looked good in this comeback fight. He said he's taking a rest after a 9-month training camp. We'll see. We'll see what he can do with him, man. I think it'll be a solid fight. I plan on rolling to that fight if it does happen. Like I said, I'm happy. If he would have pulled out of this fight with Deontay Wilder, Wilder probably would have been on suicide watch or homicide watch. He probably, it's the bronze bomber in the UK. Probably going to choke him in, Anthony Joshua out. But he needs this fight. He needed Tyson Fury to take this fight. You know what? Or in the public's eye, he would have been, Eddie Hearn would have been God again. You know what I'm saying? It's Eddie Hearn supporters. He would have been God. Oh, Eddie told us, several months back he was going to fight Dominic Brazil. You know how that go. But, yeah, and Eddie Hearn says if Wilder and Fury does 1 million pay-per-views and Wilder wins, he can get 50-50 versus AJ. So we got to promote this fight, not just because Eddie Hearn says it, but we got to promote this fight to get him over 1 million pay-per-view buys. I think Deontay Wilder deserves it. All the BS he's been through, all the false backlash he's taken, fake backlash he took him from them Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn slappies as well. And they mad. They was hoping and praying, crossing their fingers and crossing their shoelaces, this fight wouldn't happen. And it's here. It's almost here. Hopefully it's signed and delivered this week. We know where it's going to be at. You can make our reservations. And we get to promoting the fight. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know the business is one time for the one time we grinding. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links into the description. The Ron and Cut podcast. That link is there as well. S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. For your college football and basketball need, that link is there as well. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. Continue to share the videos. I definitely appreciate it. Shout out to the Super Chats. If you can't donate, share the videos. Share the page with somebody. Don't forget, like, share, comment. Let me know what you feel. I definitely appreciate everybody showing the love and support. There's a lot of haters out here, but we still above the hater line. We good. And we gone.